Welcome back, everybody. Now today, what we are going to be doing is we are going to be taking up a Spider-Man stealth suit to rank 5. This will be my 4th rank 5 champion. And after doing this gameplay, I don't regret it at all. But this guy is just absolutely insane. And from his abilities, it doesn't really look like he's that insane if you read them. However, once you actually get into the gameplay and actually see his damage output, it is actually very insane. He crits on so many hits, and yeah, the best thing is he does not require any synergies. However, synergies do always help. Yeah, and he does not require the awakened ability either. However, the awakened ability does really help him out. And yeah, I don't want to throw that generic stone into him. I don't think he's worth it. But I think I'll regret it if I throw my 5-star generic awakening gem into him. However, if I had a skill one, it's going into him immediately. So that's why I'm hoping next side quest has something like that. Just be told, I haven't started the side quest this month. But yeah, Spider-Man stealth suit is very good for Labyrinth of Legends. So I figured that I would show you guys how he was good and why he was good. For the Synergy team today, we are throwing in Electro, Spider-Man Miles Morales, and Nick Fury, and then Quake for the extra evade charges. Okay, and I will explain all the synergies and why we're throwing them in a minute, but we're going to be doing 2 Labyrinth of Legends fights today, and then that's it. We're going to be going up against Red Hulk, and then the Old Man Logan right after him. Yeah, so I'm going to walk you through this fight, I get the parry at the beginning, and I throw off a medium, light, and as you can see, I used a flashbang, that yellow kind of buff, and then I ended with another light attack. I used the 4th light, and I used another flashbang, and because I used 2, I gained a fury buff. And now, because I threw the special 1 attack, and I did not use my natural evade charge, not the Nick Fury Ant-Man, but because I have that active, I also get the precision. And now here, once you have the fury and the precision together, that's when the damage output really starts to come out. And a great part about the fury and the precision is they are passive, so they can't be taken away. Yeah, and another reason this guy is great for Labyrinth of Legends, when you go into Labyrinth of Legends, you tend to not want heavy spammers, the people who require parries, or many parries, I should say. Yeah, more people who use combos, and, in general. Alright, after I went for the SP1, I went for the SP2, and I used 2 more flashbangs, refreshing the fury because I used another 2. Yeah, and then since I still had one, I figured why not go for another SP2. So as long as you have the flashbangs, I say always go for the SP2, but make sure to always keep your furies and precisions up. Throwing in SP2 does use 2 flashbangs, so it would let you refresh the fury. However, just remember to keep that SP1 up by throwing off the SP1s, everyone. Just remember to keep the precision up by throwing off those SP1s every once in a while. Alright, but now that I'm out of flashbangs, now it's time to throw off the SP3. And the reason that I'm throwing off the special 3 is because this refreshes all the flashbangs. And another good part about this is 25 seconds after 25 seconds after I refresh the flashbangs, I do get a very nice amount of extra attack for 25 seconds. for my 5-star rank 5 now, I get an extra, let's see, yeah, I get, my normal attack rating is 2800. I get an extra 3900, which is very big, very insane. And, yeah, so now, I'm going for the SP2, use 2 flashbangs, I refresh the Fury, and the SP2, the last 2 hits, they have a very high chance to crit. Doesn't mean they're guaranteed. I don't think Spider-Man's stealth suit has any guaranteed crits things like Corvus Glaive or anything. But yeah, here I'm just trying to get the SP1 out of them. And since I still have the flashbangs, I go for another, and I get 2 12k crits, which is very nice to have. But yeah, the SP2 is the strongest, but you always want to go for the SP1 first, so you can make everything else strong, because otherwise he doesn't have a great damage output. However, if you use him right, he is one of the greatest champions in the game. By far top 5 skill, in my opinion, most fun skill. I say this is the skill class ranked. Number 1, Nick Fury. Number 2, Shang-Chi. Number 3, Aegon. Number 4, Stealth Suit. And number 5, Hitmonkey. Actually, I don't even know between Hitmonkey and Mole Man, since Mole Man's just so insane. But I can confidently say Spider-Man's stealth suit is better than Mole Man, or at least that's just my opinion. But yeah, I've been debating taking this guy to very top tier, and you know, after this I don't regret taking it up, but I do think he does fit I do think he fits all superior tier more. But yeah, we have 250 hits on the combo meter. He's not a ramp up champion, so this is not affecting anything. But we've taken 60% off. And yeah, but never mind. We just got the evade charge back, so if we were to throw off the SP1 right now, it would kind of it would work. However, if it is not refreshed, it does not work. But since I still have some flashbangs, I threw off the SP2 and I have the Fury and the Precision. But yeah, I get out of the way of that SP1. And yeah, I just keep throwing in combos. And oh, I forgot one of the most important things about Spider-Man's stealth suit. The reason this guy is so good for Labyrinth is because Labyrinth has a lot of dashing back to do. And every time you either dash back or evade, the timers on the Precision and the Fury are paused for 3.5 seconds, which, yeah, and if you don't have that, it can really last a relatively short amount of time. However, with this, both of those timers do really last a long time. See, I'm dashing back, it's paused for 3.5 seconds. Now I dash back again, it's paused again. But yeah, in a normal fight, I do like to get the parry, dash back, and then come in. Like how people have time to parry, throw off a medium, and then throw a heavy for heavy spammers, or if they just want to throw in a heavy in general. But yeah, since I still have a flashbang, I'm going for another SP2. We crit on both times. And yeah, we have 15% left on this guy, and we are moving very smoothly along, so we keep on throwing in combos. And now, since we are out of flashbangs, we are going to keep racing to the SP3. But yeah, so I'm trying to bait out this SP1. It works. And yeah, overall 6k lights. That is a very high damage output. 6k lights, 8k mediums. Which actually that may deserve top tier. I'm not really sure. Still deciding, but I know I only made a video like this like a week ago actually. But yeah, I didn't expect to get this guy up so fast. I will be taking a break on rank 5ing people for right now. I was planning on taking up Guardian after I finished with this guy. But, you know, I don't love Guardian's playstyle. He kind of takes all of his damage basically comes from that SP2. And it can sometimes take a while to, like, get that all set up with many SP3s or multiple SP1s, however long the fight is. So yeah, I'm going to be working on my defense. So you're going to see some not as insane gameplay coming up, but some gameplay from some oddball champions like Emma Frost, who's I don't personally like for offense. I just people say she's underrated, and I don't really know. I don't really have an opinion on it. But yeah, so I get the parry, and no need for parry there since I got the intercept. I use 2 flashbangs, I activate the Fury, and since I have the Spider-Verse, or Spider Sense evade charge, and I throw off the SP1, I do get the precision buff. But yeah, I get out of the way of that SP1. Okay, so now I think it's time that we should explain the synergies that we have for today. So we have, we don't have that many synergies for this guy. He's not a big synergy champion. He doesn't have that many, nor do I have that many for him. But, anyway, we have Electro on the team, and he has a synergy with Electro, and it increases the potency of Fury and Precision effects by an extra 15%, while the Spider Sense evade charge is active. We also have Miles Morales on the team for an extra 100% evade ability accuracy against unblockable attacks, while the opponent has a fragility buff. And I forgot to mention, when you use a flashbang, they get a fragility buff on them. Not really sure how to pronounce it. But anyway, Electro has a synergy with Miles Morales for an extra 155 critical rating. Yeah, we have Nick Fury and Quake on the team for an extra 10% attack rating for the Nick synergy himself, and the 3 evade charges for Quake. Yeah, here I'm trying to go for the SP3, so I can reload my flashbangs. But yeah, I have still yet to talk about, all of his pre-fight abilities. Okay, so this guy is in evade counter, and he can put slow on people with the web foam, with the web foam pre-fight. Every time you use a flashbang, you'll inflict a slow debuff, which, as you guys know, stops unstoppable and evade. Yeah, it will not trigger against when you have the class advantage. And while the opponent is slowed, you also cannot miss. So this also makes Spider-Man Stealth Suit a good counter for I don't know, people like Guillotine 2099, but Guillotine 2099 you should stick to heavies, because she can only phase or enter her digital cloak when you hit her with a basic attack, and it is a 15%. But heavy and special attacks, I don't think they have any chance to activate it. Alright, but since I have flashbangs, the Fury, and the Precision, I do throw off that SP2, and I get out of the way of the SP1 right here. There we go. Yeah. So, yeah, overall, Spider-Man Stealth Suit is very solid. I know I just got hit right there, but, like, for example, if I were to throw off the SP1 right here, I would not get the precision. So, in case you guys are a little bit confused on when it does and does not, That's why. But back to the pre-fight abilities. He also does have Tranquilizer, and when you use a flashbang, it's impossible for them to gain power for 3.75 seconds. I don't really love that one. I just feel like it can be a little bit too slow, or it doesn't last for that long a time. But yeah, I'm going to be making my Labyrinth of Legends run very soon, and this is the guy I will be using for some fights, including the Unstoppable Colossus, because that guy is awakened, and it was kind of annoying when I was trying it with my Guillotine 2099, but Guillotine will probably murder most of it. But yeah, this guy is still such a solid champion and does great for Labyrinth of Legends. And yeah, okay, and yeah, flashbang is his flashbang. I didn't think that was a pre-fight ability. I'm just realizing this now. I thought it was just kind of a normal thing. But you get a 100% chance to inflict a fragility debuff. And when you attack, that your critical damage rating is increased by over 1,000. But that's just for my Spider-Man stealth suit. It will probably be different for you guys. And it also decreases their block proficiency by 50% for 12 seconds. Okay, but yeah, I don't really know how many hits we've had. The enrage timer is just about to hit. We've got him down about 2/3, a little bit under. Yeah, now it's about 2/3. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so now since I still have flashbangs, I'm just racing to the SP2 again, and yeah, I get the heavy attack, so I head in right afterwards, and I throw off that SP2. We get some crits, and yeah, there's not really that much to Spider-Man stealth suit. I don't find him that complicated of a champion, despite despite him being one of the better champions. But then again, there are always champions like that. Like Warlock is one of the best champions in the game, yet in my opinion, he's not complicated. But yeah, we still have 20% left. And I throw off the SP2. We crit on the first hit. We do not on the second hit. Yeah, so here I'm just trying to get that SP1 out of him, so I don't push him to the SP2, since the limber node, the more specials that you can get out of him, the better. The more dash backing we do with Spider-Man stealth suit, the better, so we can pause the timer for 3.5 seconds. Yeah, I get out of the way of the SP1. So remember, now it's time to go for the SP3. So I'm trying to bait out that SP1. Thankfully, I do get the intercept. Does not push him to the SP2, but now I am trying to get that SP1 out of him. And then at the next combo, I'll probably bait out another. And at the next combo, I probably will have the SP2. But yeah, I do reach the SP3. So I get the parry and I throw off that SP3. But remember, I'm just not parrying because we are in Labyrinth of Legends. And yeah, and the limber node can be a little bit annoying. So what you normally want to do is get the parry, dash back in again, so you can pause the timers. But yeah, so yeah, we are almost at the end of this video. The old man Logan has 7% left on him. I get the intercept right there, and it's time to throw off the SP2. I crit on both hits. He has 4% left on him, and I have the fragility debuff on him, so he has less block proficiency, and I have a lot higher critical rating. But yeah, that is how Spider-Man stealth suit works. We went through 2 Labyrinth fights. I don't regret taking this guy up. This guy is insane. He is number 2 in rating on my account. So yeah, you can go over, check my account, and yeah, he looks pretty sick. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit the subscribe and like button. Make sure to comment new videos you want to see. I'm always looking for new ones. Make sure to follow the Instagram. It tells you a lot about my MCOC account and my channel. And yeah, if you want to watch more of me, I post every day at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. See you guys later.